Hello friends, today we will discuss continuous comprehensive evaluation, that is also known as CCE. Continuous and comprehensive evaluation is an educational system introduced by Central Board of Secondary Education, that is called CBSE, in India to assess students' development in both scholastic and co-scholastic areas. The core idea behind CCE is to shift the focus from traditional rote-based learning and examination-oriented evaluation to a more holistic and learner-friendly approach. CCE is a system of school-based evaluation of students that covers all aspects of students' development. It emphasizes two key components. First is continuous evaluation, that is regular assessment of the learner's progress throughout the academic year using multiple tools. Comprehensive evaluation means assessment that covers both academic, that is scholastic, and non-academic, that is co-scholastic domains such as life skills, attitudes, values, sports, and other extracurricular activities. Objectives of CCE is to reduce stress and anxiety related to exams. Second, to provide a holistic profile of the learner. Third, to identify learning progress and difficulties at regular intervals. Fourth, to facilitate personalized instruction and remediation. Fifth, to promote self-assessment and peer assessment. Under continuous comprehensive evaluation system, student development is assessed in two broad areas. First is scholastic aspect. These relate to academic performance in subjects that are part of the prescribed curriculum components. Here the subjects covered are language, English, Hindi, regional languages, mathematics, science, social science, and other subjects as per school curriculum. For example, ICT, environmental studies. Assessment tools are formative assessment, that is known as FA. It covers 40% regular, informal, and informal assessment during the learning process. Techniques are quizzes, assignments, group work, projects, class tests, oral work, observations, etc. Then comes summative assessment, that is known as essay, formal evaluation at the end of term or academic session. It is judgmental, it is result oriented, it covers 60% of the assessment. Techniques, written exams, standardized tests. Purpose is to monitor academic learning, identify learning gaps, and provide remedial measures, evaluate understanding, reasoning, and application skills. Co-scholastic aspects is the second one. These refers to non-academic areas that are vital for the holistic development of the child. Its components are life skills, that is thinking skills, includes problem solving, decision making. Social skills include empathy, cooperation, communication. Emotional skills includes managing emotions, dealing with stress. Second is attitude and values towards teachers, schoolmates, school property, civic values, moral and ethical behavior. Then comes third one is work education, participation in socially useful productive work, that is known as SUPW. Fourth is visual and performing arts, includes music, dance, painting, drama, crafts, etc. Fifth is health and physical education. It includes yoga, sports, games, health checkups, physical fitness. Sixth is club and activities, literary clubs, eco clubs, science clubs, etc. All are included in co-scholastic assessment. Assessment tools are observation, participation records, peer assessment, self-assessment, rubrics, and checklists. Teacher evaluations is also included in it. Aspect focus area are scholastic, academic subjects, math, science, languages, co-scholastic, life skills, values, activities, sports, dance, yoga, group work, etc. Merits of CCE are discussed as below. First is holistic development. It encourages all-round development by focusing on both scholastic and co-scholastic areas. Second, it reduces exam stress, regular assessment, lessen the pressure of one-time exams, encourages active learning, focuses on interactive methods like projects, presentations, group discussions. Continuous feedback. It helps in timely diagnosis of learning gaps and promotes remedial teaching. Next is inclusive assessment, recognizes individuals' talents, creativity, and personality traits beyond academics. Next, improves teacher-student interaction. Frequent assessment fosters closer understanding of student needs. Limitations of CCE. First is subjectivity in evaluation. Teachers may interpret grading criteria differently, affecting consistency. Second is increased workload. Teachers and students face greater workload due to continuous assessments and record keeping. Third is lack of proper training. Many teachers may not be adequately trained in using diverse evaluation tools effectively. Fourth is dilution of academic rigor. Overemphasis on co-scholastic aspects may lead to neglect of core academic subjects. Fifth is limited infrastructure. Some schools lack the resources or facilities to conduct varied assessment fairly. Sixth is implementation challenges. Uneven implementation across schools leads to discrepancies in students' evaluation. So we can conclude that CCE is a progressive and student-centric approach aimed at improving the quality of education and fostering overall development. However, its success largely depends on the training of teachers, availability of resources, and systematic implementation. When executed effectively, it can transform the learning experience and prepare students for life beyond school.